Broke my toe, still gonna train, want to come back stronger, results to come. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Hayley and I am a rock climber. I'm spending 2024 focusing on getting better at climbing and sharing what happens along the way on this channel. But my plans hit a little snag. Yep, as you've probably guessed by now, I freaking broke my toe. And I wasn't even rock climbing. I ran into a door inside my own apartment. So this video is going to be all about my recovery from this injury. From diagnosis to walking again. And eventually, rock climbing. But you don't have to be a rock climber to follow along. I think coming back from injury is relatable across a lot of different things. And hopefully you do too. Sharing this sorry story is definitely an attempt at being a little bit of inspiration. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So in an unfortunate turn of events, I think I have broken my toe. I was running around the apartment last night like an idiot and I clipped my toe on the side of a door. Hurt a lot, it was very loud. The webbing between the toes like split from the force of my toe being pulled like out. And it's bleeding, which is not good. Today I have a lot of swelling and bruising and I can't really bear weight on it. So I'm going to get an x-ray now. Yep, pretty lame. I was supposed to go climbing today and I was giving red point goes on a 12B.
Nice, Hayley.
Come on, Hayley.
Yes, good.
Don't think I'm gonna be climbing that climb anytime soon. I just hope that it doesn't need to be reduced because it is a little crooked right now. I also don't have health insurance, so wish me luck. So off to urgent care we go. Leftover sandwich in hand, cause, you know, waiting. One shoe because I couldn't get the other one on, and little did I know it would be weeks. As expected, there was waiting. This is the second room that I waited in. And after getting x-rays, it was as I suspected. Very broken, much toe. It was also very out of place, as is quite clear from that first x-ray. And the urgent care doctor told me that it could be really bad. He referred me to an orthopedic surgeon. Also, just for the lols, every medical professional who looked at my feet during this process was kind of shocked. I did about 20 years of ballet growing up, and that has resulted in my feet looking pretty unique. The urgent care doctor literally thought that I had broken multiple toes, and I had to reassure him that no, they just look like that. So with the break confirmed, the following day I went to see a specialist. I ended up seeing a podiatrist over an orthopedic surgeon. It was a little bit cheaper and I could get a same-day appointment. I may be the luckiest person in the world. First very unlucky and then lucky. The podiatrist took a new x-ray 24 hours after the original x-ray and check it out. Here's a reminder of how it looked before. No surgery, no reduction. It's already started to move back in place by itself. It's only 1 millimeter displaced, so they just put me in an orthotic shoe. Pretty sick. Told me to buddy tape it and said 6 weeks. Now, in the grand scheme of injuries, a 6-week prognosis to being fully recovered is pretty freaking good. However, not being able to walk normally is pretty freaking sucky. So this is what we gotta wear right now, obviously, but we're prepared. We ordered shoes for after this shoe. Seems like quite a far cry from these. My downsized aggressive climbing shoes that I absolutely took to the podiatrist appointment with me. It's been 4 days, I haven't really done anything. Tonight is going to be my first workout. I had a meeting with my coach yesterday. He's going to write me a plan for this period. I don't have it yet, so I'm just going to kind of be winging it tonight and seeing where I'm at. Being injured sucks, and obviously not all injuries are equal. This is like, by the sounds of things, this is pretty minor, despite the fact that I can't walk right now. What I've done with previous injuries is trained around them. almost every time I have come back stronger than I was when I got hurt in the first place. So I'm going to try and do that with this injury too. I'm going to be focusing on upper body and fingers during this time period. And I'm going to take it as an opportunity to train those things at a volume that I wouldn't be able to do if I was doing my normal climbing volume
of 4 to 6 days a week of climbing.
And just to make it really clear, I'm not just trying to maintain, I am trying to get stronger, and I am going to train hard during this period. So yeah, I am not going to let this deter my progress. That's a choice that I can make and am going to make, and I'm going to share it so that hopefully it helps somebody else. Though hopefully that somebody else didn't literally run into a door. So stupid. I'm going to show you my walking. This is what we're working with. So I can move, but with a limp, this is actually pretty fast, believe it or not. Hopefully this will improve in the next week or two and I'll be a bit more mobile. But in the meantime, we're going to work with what we've got. TLDR, broke my toe, still gonna train, want to come back stronger, results to come. I ended up having my first session the following day. Turns out breaking a bone makes you really exhausted, even if it's just a little pinky toe bone. I was still feeling pretty rough, so I listened to my body and rested another day before doing the session that you're seeing right now. Those were all of my first reps, and these are all of my last ones, just so you can see the suffering. And yes, all of this hurt quite a lot. In fact, this turned out to be one of the most painful injuries that I've ever had. People always say that breaking a bone is better than soft tissue injury because it heals faster, but wow, they do not tell you how much it hurts. It took me a number of days to just be able to sleep through the night because it was hurting so much constantly. So I'm sure you can imagine just how painful it was working out with it. Just got back from my first workout since the toe. It was quite hard. My body was very confused. My heart rate was insanely high the whole time. And it hurt. But I did it. According to my watch, I burned almost twice as many calories as it would normally take me to do that workout. Which is kind of nuts, doing the exact same thing, just my body responding differently. It's only gonna get better from here, hopefully. Gotta get that protein. So at this stage, I obviously couldn't walk, but I didn't want to get super unfit, so I cycled on the stationary bike, and I hated every second of it. Tomato, dead.
3 hours later.
We're at the latest. We got some bruising there. It's definitely still swollen, all across the foot. Looks a little It's hurting a lot less though. Okay, it's a week today since toe. I'm gonna do some max hangs. There is a pool party today that all my friends are at.
Hell yeah!
But this toe thing, it's making me feel way more bad than I ever would have thought. So I'm just not up for it, which is kind of strange for me. Max hangs plus a little apartment gym sesh and pretty fun Sunday. First walk since breaking toe. I am limping, as you can probably tell, but I am outside, which I'm pleased about. Generally feeling shit though. Is this really just a torture device? What do you think? I kind of think it is. So for a little bit of context here, flexing my toe at all was pretty excruciatingly painful. So I'm trying to do this entire workout with my right pinky toe relaxed, which is harder than you'd think. Especially doing step-ups with my right leg like this. Oh my god, it hurt. As did this. Toe update. Today is Friday, May 31st. I broke my toe not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, so it's like 12 days. The first 9 of those days were pretty rough. I just felt crappy, like all the time, like in all the ways, not just my toe was hurting.
Although my toe was hurting and not being able to walk was extremely lame, and I missed climbing and all of that stuff.
But also, I just felt so bad. I guess because my body was dealing with a broken bone, which makes a lot of sense. I feel like people don't tell you that. Like, a broken bone is always said to be like better than soft tissue injuries, right? But it freaking hurts, and it really like affected me as a whole. Yeah, which was not fun, and also like slightly concerning, given that I didn't like know anything about that or expect that. However, today is my 3rd day of feeling like a normal human again. So yeah, things are looking up, and I can kind of go on living the rest of my life without feeling like crap all the time. As you can probably start to guess, these weeks were boring. But I stuck with it and got my training done. So I'm just going to give you a little sample of what that looked like. Also, training is nowhere near as fun as actually rock climbing. I knew that before, but now I like really know that. And here's a little toe update. You can see that most of the bruising is gone now, and a lot of the swelling is gone too, though not all of it if you compare to the left foot. This day was sick. It was my first time leaving the house not wearing the orthopedic shoe. Felt so good. And now, back to training. All the training. Okay, that's probably enough for now. You get the idea. But just so you know, I have far more footage and did far more training sessions than what you're seeing. Off-roading! Look at me go! So fast, so good, so capable. This was my first day back at the crag. Not climbing, obviously, just being outside and hanging out with my friends, which was very nice after spending a huge amount of time inside and in the gym.
By your right hip. Yeah, but you gotta hold it. There'll be. Whoa! Put it on. Come on. Throw it on. Put it on. Mash. Toe hook. Mash. Yeah. You got toe hook. Where? It's like the powdery white thing.
Yeah, nice.
Where the hell was the toe?
When I'm better, I'm coming for this climb. It's obviously much more my style. Look at that thing. It looks so cool.
Yep.
Good hole. Nice. I'm with you. Go left again or cross?
You're good.
Yeah, really good.
Good
Come on.
Sorry.
Check it out. I have a pretty cool thing on my foot. First time I have been able to walk in a shoe since toe break. It still hurts, and it is a very blown out approach shoe that was very hard and painful to get on. This is massive progress.
This is also not normally what I wear just hanging out in my apartment. I've just been out to dinner and felt
Inspired to see about the shoe, so I'm very happy. So I have a genius plan involving a bunch of my old climbing shoes. I'm going to try and cut the pinky toe area out of the shoe. If I just, cut like that out, then I'll be able to get my foot in and maybe climb. We'll see.
This is it? Between the two is right here?
Yeah, it's between the two, correct.
Okay, so that's about right here. Let's do it. Okay, I can't see anything. All right. Oh, that's better. This saw is definitely not necessary, but it did make quick work of some catting.
It'll definitely go in. It needs to be down to here though.
Boom.
Okay, I'm in, but I definitely need more up here. It's thonging me, yeah. But I'm in. Oh! Sorry, it hurt a lot. I'm in, bitches.
You didn't squeal either.
It hurts. So I'm wearing black socks underneath my shoes, which makes it a little bit hard to see. But here's where the hole is. Yeah, so there's definitely an issue. I don't know if this will actually even work. Might be better to just buy really, really big shoes. So where the front is pushing, super painful. Not just because of the toe, but just in general. Because normally the shoe is compressing the whole foot. Yep, after all that, this idea didn't even work. But I was glad that I tried. I had to try something after so many weeks of absolutely zero climbing. But little did I know, things were about to get a lot worse. Remember this?
It's been out to dinner.
Well, after dinner we went to a bar. And a few days after that... I am sick. Fuck. Broken toe. Broken respiratory system, I guess. Feeling a bit sorry for myself for sure. Yeah. After breaking my toe and then training my absolute ass off for weeks, I got sick. And I was actually quite sick. The sickest I've been in years, in fact. Let me tell you, the second quarter of this year was not nice to me, especially seeing as I'm trying to prioritize climbing. That becomes exponentially harder when you can't actually climb, as I'm sure you can imagine. But that's how it goes sometimes. You just gotta keep on keeping on. I'm gonna leave it here for now, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see what happens next. It can only be up from here, right?